Well, I've got my ingredients ready to make the banana bread. I need to get some more yogurt to make the other bread, which I am waiting for my milk to defrost so I can make some yogurt and mozzarella cheese. So I guess I'll be making the other bread tomorrow. Anywho, here's my ingredients. Here is the recipe if you want to screenshot this. So this is for a super moist bread. Now I am adding something to this that is not in the recipe, and that's going to be just a little bit of the sesame seed oil because it's supposed to enhance the vanilla. And I'm using a fairly expensive vanilla here. You don't have to use a French vanilla if you don't want to, but I happen to have this because I used it for a crafting project for sachets. So I'm going to use it. Waste not, wet not, and all that. I've got all my ingredients ready here, including my farm fresh eggs from my little girls outside. I did not have any ground vanilla, but I do have vanilla sticks and a microplane. So, yeah, that's what we'll be doing. Important to note that I am doubling this recipe, so I will be putting twice the amount that's in the recipe, so don't be confused. First, I'm going to put the sugar. So I've got, because I am doubling this, I'm doing 1 cup of brown sugar. 1 cup of white sugar. I don't have a microwave, so I've got sort of a double boiler here melting my butter, and it looks like it's done, so I'm going to shut that off, and I'm going to go ahead and pour this in with the sugar. Get this out of here. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and pour that in there. It's soft enough, it's okay. Alrighty, put that in the sink for now. Alright, we're going to go ahead and turn this on so we can cream that butter. Go ahead and plug in my mixer. I didn't do that beforehand. Slow right on that. Alright. There we go. That's creamed in there nice. I'm going to go ahead and add the vanilla. So again, we're doubling it up. So I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of vanilla. There we go. It's so cool that I actually have a measuring spoon for 2 teaspoons. Alrighty. I'm going to rinse that off. And dry it. I'm going to go ahead and add the milk in here. I'm going to add my eggs. I'm going to do a little bit of the sesame seed oil. Again, the sesame seed oil is not part of the recipe. This is optional, and it enhances the vanilla flavor. So that's what that's for. So because I am doubling this, I'm going to do a teaspoon. There we go. Alright, I'm going to stop that mixer for a bit. Now we're going to do our dry ingredients. I've already put the flour in this bowl. So now we're going to put the other dry ingredients in there. So I need 2 teaspoons of baking soda, because again, I'm doubling it. Okay, there we go. 2 teaspoons baking soda. And then I need 2 teaspoons of baking powder. There we go. All right, I need salt. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So that means I need 1/2 teaspoon for the double recipe. There we go. And then I need 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, which means I need 1/2 teaspoon. And like I said, I don't have ground cinnamon, but I do have cinnamon sticks and a microplane. So, got a microplane. And you know what? You can do extra cinnamon if you want to. It doesn't have to be just that amount. If you really like cinnamon, go ahead and add extra cinnamon. Whoops. Not giant chunks, though. Gosh darn it, fingers. Come on, pick it up. The problem with having arthritis. I hate arthritis. I'm going to try it this way. This may take a while. I had to end up doing this over a different container because it kept falling apart on me. It was a test of patience, but we found a way to get it done. I ended up using my coffee grinder, and so here we go. There's my cinnamon. All right, let's see what's next. Forgot the main ingredient with the wet mix, and that's the bananas. So let's get those in there. Oh my goodness. Hopefully this is defrosted enough. That's 5 bananas that I had already peeled and put into a bag. And then I got 1 more over here. Still in the peel. So this at least takes care of 6 of the bananas from my freezer. Opening up space for other food. There we go. We're going to give that a mix. Okay. Oh, you know what? We still need the salt in the flour mixture. So let me grab that while I have this mixing. All right, let me get that mixer back on. All right, hopefully you can hear me over the mixer. So we needed a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, which means we're going to do a 1/2 teaspoon for this double. There we go. You know what? I think I'm going to put more cinnamon in there because I really like cinnamon. About another 1/4 teaspoon for me. Alright, so that's all those ingredients. I'm going to mix this together and then we're slowly going to add it into the batter. Just going to mix it with a fork. Just get it all incorporated. Alright, Now we're just gonna slowly add this to our batter. I'm gonna move the camera over to the batter. Should have chosen a bowl that had a spout on it. Make it easier to get this poured in. I think one of the reasons that I like to make these videos is because I have so many disabilities. And I just want to show people out there that have a similar disability that you can still do things. You just have to find another way around it. You know? Like holding the camera can be difficult for me. So I got this little clamp thingy. I think I got it at like Five Below or something. It's just a little clamp with a ring light. You know, I'm not using the ring light because I got plenty of light coming in from the kitchen window here. There we go, that's all of it. Gotta get the oven preheating. I forgot to do that. So that's gonna get preheating. And then I'm gonna get my pans out so we can pour this in here. I grease these. I can't bend my fingers, so I will be doing this in an unusual way compared to most people. There we go. And then we're going to pour the batter in. Okay, wish me luck on not spilling, because, again, my hands are crap. All right. Hopefully you can see. Here we go. Let me get as much of this off of here as I can. Okay. All right, there's just, you know what? I wouldn't mind having chocolate in my banana bread, but I'm gonna do my mini loaves as just regular banana bread, and then I'm gonna add some cocoa in here for chocolate for my big loaf. Okay, so we're only gonna fill these about halfway because we gotta leave head space, because this is gonna rise. There we go. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna mix in the chocolate with the other batter. So I'll be right back. I'm just using this organic cacao powder to add to the banana bread so we can have some chocolate banana bread. Really, I don't have a set amount that I'm gonna put in there. It's just kind of like a follow your heart kind of thing. Pour it in there until your ancestors say stop, you know, all that fun stuff. So here we go until, that looks like a good amount. That's probably like, I don't know, maybe a fourth a cup or so. That's enough. Whew. I inhaled some of that powder. That is super chocolatey. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and bring this up. Gonna plug it in. Oh, I love the smell of chocolate. All right, so I'm just now gonna push down some stuff from the sides. Make sure it's getting mixed in and incorporated well. Nothing is wasted because groceries are too dang expensive. This is why I've been saving my milk so I can make my own cheese and yogurt, because I am trying to make the dollar stretch. You know, we're basically on one income. I am trying to get on disability. I applied last year and I'm still waiting for somebody to be assigned to look at my case. Not even approve it, just to look at it. Still waiting. So my husband and I are trying to make every dollar stretch. Nothing gets wasted. Here we go. Oh, that looks nice and chocolatey. All right. So we're going to pour that into our other pan. Let's get it unhooked. I love this mixer. I had wanted one of these for years. And I think about 4 or 5 years ago, I was shopping at a thrift store near my job and on my lunch break, and I found this one for $60. And this particular thrift store had like a frequent shopper's card. So after so many trips, you could save like 20% off of your next purchase after you had enough stamps. And I had one of those, so it was marked for $60, and I got 20% off of that. So I was super excited. The only thing is the way to turn it off and on is by plugging it in or unplugging it. For some reason, it doesn't turn off when you switch it to the off. I don't know, but that's the only fault that I can find with it. So I am not going to complain, because I looked these up, and when they're like refurbished for this particular model, because this is supposed to be some sort of professional series, they go for, you know, over $200 refurbished. So I was pretty happy. All right, let's go ahead and get this poured into the pan. We'll have some batter left over, so I thought I'll make some muffins too. Why not? This is a muffin top pan, so it's a bit shallower, because, you know, most people really like the muffin tops because that's where a lot of the flavor is, and I have to agree. I'm sorry. If you like the bottoms, that's you, but I like the tops. And I know some people are going to take that out of context, and I'm okay with that. Alrighty. I'm not going to have you watch me do this because that's just going to be too slow of a process. So we'll just skip ahead to where I'm done, okay? This is what that made for the 2 batches. I think because this didn't hold as much dough as like a regular pan. Maybe that's why I had so much left over here. But that's okay. I am not mad. So because these are more shallow than those, I'm going to pop these in the oven together. And then I'm going to cook these separately, because it's probably going to be, you know what, I could probably just set 2 timers. Yeah, I'll just put them all in the oven at the same time. So these are supposed to be 40 to 50 minutes. Muffins are usually about like 20 minutes. So I'm just going to keep checking back on the muffins and pull those out and let the rest of the bread cook. All right, so I accidentally messed up my video of pulling the bread out of the oven and set it down on the counter while the camera was running for a long time. So I'm just doing this short little in piece here. This is the finished bread. I had the 12 muffins. They cooked for 20 minutes. And then these 5 loaves of bread that cooked for an additional 20 minutes, so 40 minutes altogether. Thanks for watching.